Good morning folks, welcome back to the Every Andy Fishing channel. We've got myself, IB and Orosh. We've had a nice breakfast, we're fully loaded up. Orosh, what's the plan for today?
Plan for today is to fish Bistra.
Bistra, so that's where we are, isn't it? That's
we are at Bistra and we're fishing the river Bistra.
So, and we were talking about this. What does Bistra mean in Slovenian?
In direct translation?
Yeah.
Would mean clear.
Clear.
Yeah,
so we're expecting a very clear river then. Is that
river.
Fair enough?
Fair enough, yeah.
There's quite a lot of history around here. Like, we're in a fairly new hotel, but over there looks a little bit older. What are the buildings behind you over there?
It's old Carthusian monastery from 14th century.
From 14th century.
Yeah.
So we might have to have a little poke around there. By the sounds of it, that sounds pretty fun. That's pretty old. But for the time being, we need to get down to this river, don't we, and have a look. I have fished the Bistra once before with Orosh.
We did.
It's a beautiful river. I've never fished it this time of year. IB,
Yeah.
you excited?
I'm excited.
Should we get waded up?
Do it.
Let's go catch
do
some
it.
fish.
Let's get some.
Here it comes. Got it. Yes. Woo! Absolutely love it.
We just found a very awesome huchen. Am I pronouncing it right?
Huchen.
Yeah, huchen.
Huchen.
I've never seen one before in my life, like in real life, and you just spotted one. But what I found out is that that huchen is probably how old?
Let's say around 10 years old.
10 years old!
Yeah.
What an old fish! And it's not even like one of the biggest ones.
Yeah, it's like an average fish. It wouldn't be like the trophy. They need to be like much bigger.
So how long would be the trophy fish, Urash?
Over 1 meter, so 40 inches plus. So 44 inches, let's say 30 pounds. We are already talking about
And
trophy fish.
how old would that fish be?
Around 12, 13,
12,
14
13,
years,
14 years.
depends.
Almost a teenager.
Yeah, this guy is a teenager. He's just getting there.
He's just getting
yeah, he's just getting there.
But he's like happily chilling here.
Yeah, he's
So
cool.
you-
He's the king of the
He's the
stream.
king of the streams.
He doesn't giving he's just enjoying himself. So
Urash mentioned yesterday that they kind of live in one spot, and then when they go feeding, they don't feed where they live, do they?
it's not common, but they do they go migrate upstream and downstream to feed. And the only time when do migrate is when they're going into the spawning.
Okay.
But it's not crazy. It's
So
just,
when they're feeding, how far would they go?
let's say 200 meters upstream, downstream, something like that.
Okay.
They're
And
covering quite a bit of ground, but still, it's not a lot. Like they're always in the same holes, so same pools, same place. You can always find them. So if you find one, you just know he will be there next year.
He would be there next year as well.
Yeah.
Probably bigger.
If it's enough food, probably.
There's a question for you. Would he just live in the pool on its own, or would there be more
No.
huchen around?
And this stretch is probably 5 or 6 of them.
5
here.
or 6.
And even down below, we have a pool which we consider as a huchen pool. So it might be even more of them around.
So they don't mind sharing?
No.
Not really.
They could be like, sometimes it's so funny, they could be like pack of wolves, and
Cool.
they even behave like that, so it's strange.
A very family orientated huchen.
You have a nymphing rod or you have a dry fly rod?
Nymphing.
We'll use mine for dry. We'll start with dry.
Oh my god, it's very soft.
Don't worry about it, just go for it. It will get it more
It's not a quicksand, is it?
This river, it's super tough. I'm not joking today, if you catch some fish. So we'll start here closer.
Is that
And
too
again-
far?
No, all good. This edge might be something here. You never know. But like I said, it's a strange current, so it's a bit, you're basically in charge of what is happening. So you need to be driving the nymph across.
Yeah.
Okay, nothing's here. So let's start focusing on this area
this-
in front of us, yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
fish.
Fish on.
Little grayling.
Grayling. Yep.
No messing around, no messing around. Woohoo!
Congrats. First Bistra Grayling?
First Bistra Grayling. So Urosh has advised me to switch from the dry fly to nymph because there just wasn't anything happening. Maybe a handful of casts in, I had my first Bistra fish, a Grayling. Oh god, there we go. Oh, there he goes. Oh, look how cool you can see it.
So those of you who've already watched the first vlog will be fully aware by now of our memory card issues, and unfortunately day 2 was pretty badly affected by that as well, wasn't it?
Quite badly.
So IB did really well there and caught, well, we thought we caught 2 fish out of that pool, didn't you? But I just wonder whether we've lost some files at some point.
I think so. I have definitely caught two Grayling out of that pool, both in a nymph. The second one was definitely on the swing as well, because we even talked about how interesting it is that I've caught the second Grayling on the swing, and I know for a fact I definitely caught 2 fish.
Well, the reality is we can't find it, but as you say, you caught one of those fish on the swing and then showed me the way, and then I went and did this. So IB got both of hers on the swing. So that's my plan here, is I'm going to swing these around here. Just like that. Yeah. Good fish.
That's a good one.
Nice one. Absolutely perfect. So IB's figured that out for me. Nice fish.
Are you swinging, Andy?
I was swinging.
That's the secret.
We've all got a friend who swings. That's a nice fish. Get in that net, get in. Come on.
Congrats.
Beauty. Exactly where we thought as well. It's just Ivy figured out that presentation, didn't she? So that was super cool. And as we moved further up the river, Orsh was putting us on more and more fish, wasn't he? In fact, we found a pool where there were 2 feeding fish, and I managed to snag the first one.
Yep.
Yeah. Got him. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. God, that's cool. Get in.
Got him. Here, Andy.
Alright. Please stay on, please stay on, please stay on. Oh no, he's going underneath that weed. Please stay on. Please stay on. Oh no.
He's good. Wait.
Yeah, he's totally tangled there, or I can't move him.
I'll need a bit of help because I'll slip in. If someone will give me a hand.
Okay, I'm coming. Is he in?
Yep.
Yes, get in. Bistra dry fly grayling, that is freaking awesome. But as Orsh netted my fish, he noticed the second fish rose, so he weighed it out and did this. Okay, so at the moment my fish is in the net, but another fish rose while we were unhooking it. So Orsh has got him. Yes! Absolutely awesome. Beautiful fish as well. That's a real nice one. Two grayling in the net. How cool is that? So that there was 2 big grayling in the net at the same time, which would have looked freaking awesome on the old B-roll.
And they were quite good grayling as well.
They were decent fish. This was already shaping up to be a really, really good day, wasn't it? And as we moved up, you found a fish rising just at the end of that log.
Yeah, that was a very, very cool fish. I struggled with my casting at the start, and then once I've gotten to the hang of it, I caught the fish basically on the first drip that I've covered the fish and landed that, and that was a really nice grayling as well.
Another good fish.
Dude, I dropped it on your nose.
Yes.
Oh no, not in weeds, not in weeds, not in weeds.
Work on him. Watch the weed. Stand up. That's it. Got him here.
Coming to you.
Yeah. That was awesome.
Didn't take long, did it? Apart from me panicking.
That was absolutely
Oh my
incredible.
god, that's cool.
Congrats, Eva.
Thank you.
So from there we kept moving on upstream, and Orosh put me on what looked like it would be the easiest grayling of the whole day, didn't it?
Yeah.
Sat there in the middle of the pool feeding away, and I made cast. Here we go. Oh no!
Wait.
After cast. Oh.
He wants it.
After cast. Oh no!
Wait. He's still fine.
And could barely move this fish, and just when I was starting to give up, this happened. Yeah.
Oh, big brown.
Oh, yeah. Got him. Got him. Wow, where did he come from? Big brown.
Big brown.
Jeez, came from nowhere. Whoa.
That's a bit of a surprise. But
Please stay on. 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 Yes! Woohoo! Get in! So with that brownie sat in the net, we decided to make a couple more casts at the Grayling just to see if it'd eat the same nymph that brownie had eaten.
Okay. Yep. Yep.
Got him. Yes! Woohoo! You stay away from that tree.
It's a decent.
Yeah, it's a good fish. Oh no! Oh, I had to put some pressure on it to try and keep it from going down into the weeds. Ah, no. Well, you can't win them all, and in that case, I will 1 out of 2. But geez, that should have been the easiest fish of the whole week. I'm not really sure what went wrong there.
In fairness, you really can't complain because the brownie was really nice.
That was an absolutely stunning brown. I was chuffed to bits with that. It was one of actually very few browns all week, wasn't it?
Yes, yeah.
So we moved on upstream even further, and this is one of those instances where having a local guide is absolutely invaluable, because Orosh spotted a fish underneath the weeds on the other side of where we were that I would just never have seen that fish. And actually, even when it came to eat the fly, I couldn't actually see the fish. I was just going totally off Orosh. This was all down to him.
That's it. That's it. Look, there he is. Yep.
Got him. Yes, great job. Fantastic. Thanks, Orosh.
You're welcome, man. That's a good fish.
Yeah. Oh, he's wrapped around that weed. Yeah, he's really wrapped.
Oh, we'll get him. Big time.
Yeah, man, he's totally around it. I can't do anything with him. Okay. Come on, please stay on. No, don't go around there again.
Like that, huh?
Yeah, he likes that one.
There you go, we got him out.
Come on, get in that net. Ah, you strong fish. Stop that. Come on. Come on. In that net, in that net, in that net. Yes! Come on! Boom! Right, I best climb down there, hadn't I? So I've fallen down into the river to join Orosh. Really happy with this one. As I say, no idea that fish had eaten that fly. It was only having Orosh here and calling the strike that has put this fish in the net. If he goes, he goes. That's as good as we ever get with these guys. There it is. Really happy with that one. Guys, who's up next? So, feeling pretty chuffed with Orosh, put me on that really difficult fish. We then decided to let him have a cast, didn't we? And sure enough, this happened. Here we go. Yes! Yes! Awesome! Do you want to go down and net it? Are you in? That was freaking brilliant. So cool. Yeah, buddy. Absolutely awesome. So having covered a few pretty easy ones and caught a couple and messed a couple up, I was then put on one that was probably the hardest cover of the whole day in terms of where it was. I mean, that fish was inches off that mat, wasn't it?
It wasn't even that. I think it was the fact that like it was hiding underneath and then it would come out and would go back into hiding and would come out and go back. It was just a very inconsistent fish.
Yeah, I was just about to say that. It always came out in a different place, didn't it? You were kind of guessing, but it was one of those fish that you always felt like if you just made enough casts.
In fairness to the fish, it did follow your fly. Like it literally went after the fly maybe 2 or 3 times, but then it wouldn't take it. It would refuse it. Like it would chase such a long way and we all would get so excited like yeah, it's gonna happen, and then it would just nope, not gonna go.
But eventually,
yeah,
something happened. That'll do. That'll do. Where is he? Where is he? Yep. Got him. Got him. Yes. That was awesome. Not as big as the others, but a really cool challenge.
It was a fun.
Come on, buddy. Yeah, there we go.
Congrats.
Beautiful fish. Woo! Air fives all around. Boom! So at the start of the day's fishing, Orosh has said that the prime time on Bistra is between kind of 12 and 3 when the sun's at its highest. And at this point, we've kind of gone past that now, haven't we?
yeah.
Yeah, we were definitely past what we were told was peak time, and the fishing was starting to slow down. You found a couple of fish around that water pipe bridge there, didn't you?
Yes, yeah, I found a few fish. The problem that I had, well, there were 2 problems. One of the problems was the fish over there were quite dinky ones, most of them. I think there was only one good one that kept following my fly and refusing it. And then the second problem I had a massive allergy reaction to something around me in that specific area, because I was absolutely bawling my eyes out. Like, I was crying the entire time.
You were bright red, weren't you, at that point?
I was crying, like my eyes were just streaming, so I was struggling with my eyesight at that point. But yeah, I've missed probably 4 or 5 takes in that pool, which is a shame, but I think they were only dinky ones.
And from there, that was pretty much the end of the Bistra experience, wasn't there? I just found time to sneak a little dry fly into the carrier stream, into that little source stream.
And that looked so beautiful and amazing. Like,
yeah.
Such a, almost like an untouched little tiny stream.
Well, it's somewhere I fished a few years ago, and it was absolutely amazing early season, but there was much more water in it at that point. But at that, we were outdone on the Bistra, weren't we?
Yeah.
And we were actually really proud of the amount of fish we caught that day, because at the start of the day, Orosh briefed us that the Bistra had been fishing pretty tough, and the likelihood is it was going to be a struggle, wasn't it?
By briefed us, I can still remember Orosh saying time and time again, this is a one fish a day river. So I think we all felt phenomenally proud of ourselves for how well we did and the amount of fish we had.
It's just frustrating that at the end of the day, or at the end of the trip, all that footage was lost.
I know, we were all so proud. We were like, we smashed it. This is such a difficult river to fish, and we did so well. It's going to be amazing to share with everyone. And
yeah, about that.
Yeah.
Fugger is a combination of words, isn't it? So after that, we went back to the Bistra Hotel. It was super accommodating. They made us some really nice food, didn't they?
Yeah, that food was so
that
good.
pork was delicious. And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, we had an absolutely phenomenal thunderstorm rolling.
Yeah.
It was brutal. And our plan was to go and give a presentation to a Slovenian youth fly fishing camp, wasn't it? We had to cancel that. It was absolutely bucketing it down. But what that did mean is that we got a chance to call into the Ljublana River Museum.
Yeah, so the river we fished the day before, so on the vlog 1 of Slovenia trip, we went to the museum, and actually everything there was absolutely fascinating. The history, what Orosh was saying about the river going up and down from like 6 points.
That kind of karst system, yeah.
Yeah, the whole map was there, everything was laid down, like different names of it, everything was just so fascinating there. And they're actually going to have soon a big boat. I don't even know how old the boat
Roman
was.
boat that they recovered is made out of one piece of wood.
Yeah, that is going to be absolutely huge. They're going to display that in the museum as well. And it's just like there were lots of cool stuff that they found in the river as well.
5,000-year-old artifacts, and you know, if you're in that area and you've got a spare couple of hours, particularly if you fish the Ljublana or know anything about the history of Verknica as a whole, you've got to go and see it, especially if you can get a guide to show you around, because there is some fascinating stuff. It's not a big place, it's not a full day.
No, and it's not going to take you ages as well, so you could literally do that, split the day in half, go for lunch, go to the museum, same as we did, really.
Yeah, and they don't usually let people film in there, but they were good enough to let us film. Again, unfortunately, all the footage, or the vast majority of the footage is gone. You shot some on your phone, didn't you?
I shot some on my phone, but there wasn't that much.
The vast majority of the footage was filmed on those dodgy SD cards, so it's lost. But huge thank you to the guys at the Ljublana Museum for letting us film. That was really cool. An amazing little place.
After the museum, we all three went to this really weird pub.
Human Fish. Yeah, the brewery.
Where I decided it was a good idea for me to ask for the most fishy beer that they had, and then the strongest beer they had.
And then just the strongest beer, yeah. We learned a little bit about you that day, didn't we?
Yeah, that I have many problems. And that was really interesting. But I think the whole day, I would say that was probably my most favorite day out of the whole 7 days in Slovenia. The river is stunning, and it was just really interesting because like we were staying in the Bistra hotel in the Bistra town and fishing the Bistra river. Like I don't know, it was really fascinating to me. The river was beautiful, it was really technical, really hard. I've learned a lot of new stuff from Orosh as well, and that was that. It's just unfortunate we can't show you the amazing footage and all the amazing b-roll we shot.
What we can tell you is that on the last day we were there, we might well have gone back to the Bistra River for a second go, so keep watching until the end of the vlogs because there could be some more fish coming up.
Day 2 officially done. Thank you guys very much for watching. Please subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out another vlog that's gonna come in the next few days, and it's gonna be us fishing on the river Socha.
On the Socha, the river, the Slovenian river that everyone's heard of. So if you haven't heard of the first 2 rivers, you'll definitely know the third one.
Stay tuned.
Take care, folks.